Earlier to the Sunday Telegraph, the EU could have a bonfire of all of those green policies. Oh, that's going to release a fair bit of carbon.
Yeah, so the rise of the right threatens EU net zero ambitions. So surging hard right parties are plotting to dismantle EU net zero laws after the European elections on Sunday, Green politicians have said. So nationalist forces will overturn the bloc's ambition to hit the 2050 zero carbon target in the same way they hardened European migration policy by dragging it to the right, according to Green politicians. Yet that's democracy. So people voted. They got sort of drunk on Greta Thunberg about 5 years ago, and in the European elections they voted for all these Green parties, and the European European Parliament had Greens as the fourth largest bloc in the Parliament. But then everybody's realised that all this green stuff, it just increases state size and power. It's just this sort of soft communism, and it's not even about carbon reduction. If they wanted to reduce carbon, they'd want hard borders. They want to not allow in immigrants from the third world, because their carbon footprint will rise exponentially once they arrive in Europe.
But you make a really good point that, look, this is democracy. An actual vote happened, and if these policies come in from the vote, just deal with it. But that's also true of 5 years ago when the green policies came in because of democracy.
No, I think people were deluded then, and also things can be overturned, and also the way the Greens say, like, you'll never see somebody on the right saying, "Oh, it's anti-democratic that you won those votes." The Greens literally say, and left-wing politicians across Europe say, "Oh, the AFD, people voting for them is anti-democratic." It's like, no, that is how democracy works.
I agree with you, but like you said, it's calling it soft communism. It's real. I think it's real communism.
Yeah.
In America, we weren't allowed to use the word communist. If you said that's a communist, that reminded you of something from the 1950s and Richard Nixon. So you weren't allowed to say it. But that's true. The green. It's the war that I've spoken about. It's the left versus the right. It's nation state versus team world.
Yeah.
And while this war is happening between us and them, up from the bottom, and from Russia and from China too, is coming other threats to us. So we need to get along.
Also communist.
We need to get along with these people.
Yeah.